Hey guys, welcome back to AskNannyQ YouTube channel. So today we're going to talk about behavior issues and when the child is acting different at home than at school, especially when the child is elevated to a different classroom. I know a lot of parents say, hey, my baby was fine in the 2-year-olds. The child has moved on to a 3-4-year-old class, and now he is acting totally different. At home, he can sing, dance, and play, but at school, he's acting like he doesn't want to do anything. And you really are confused because you don't understand where this behavior came from and why it is showing up all of a sudden. This parent is saying that they have done evaluations on a child to scan the hearing, the motor skills, the brain activities, and everything has come back normal, and they do not know what's going on. Mom also said that they did a they did a hearing test on the child, ear, nose, and throat, to make sure that the child didn't have any ear infections, because sometimes when a child has an ear infection, they have a hard time hearing, so it's all of that effect. And mom also said that they had the child tested for ADHD and everything came back normal. Sometimes kids will have a growth spurt where they are just attitude setting, and when a child doesn't like a teacher. I have worked in childcare where some kids, I know for a fact, they know how to talk, they know how to walk, they know how to do everything, but if I'm not there, they act up. Like the rules say, when the cat's away, the mouse will play. And that's exactly what they do. A lot of times when parents tell me that they notice their child is acting different, throwing tantrums, or, pulling a behavior that they know normally do, parents, a lot of time it's them watching other kids in the classroom, and sometimes they might not like their teacher. And I know, well, they're a child, they gotta like it. No, we don't know if that teacher, what kind of behavior that teacher is giving that child. So if the school has a additional 3 or 4-year-old class, try a different teacher. See if that works. A lot of times, kids work better with certain people. They might treat teacher A like crap, but get in teacher B room and excel to a different level. We don't know that. Not every child is going to be on the same page with their teacher. I have had kids that, as much as I love kids, some kids couldn't stay in my class because I wouldn't allow them to have their way. So I had to put them in other teachers' classes because I will have structure, and a lot of kids don't like that. And they'll tell their parents, oh, she mean to me and she did this, and their parents will pull them, and I will say thank you, because I will have structure. I will make sure that everybody has structure. I don't have bad apples. I just have kids in the classroom that don't understand. So you have to make sure that you're taking your time and talking to your child, asking, how was your day? What happened? How's this teacher treating you? What is this teacher doing? What are they saying to your child? These are the questions you want to ask. And you might have to just go ahead and put them in a different classroom. It happens. And if you feel like something ain't right, get that child out of there ASAP. And I know people are like, oh, it's easier said than done. No, it's not. My kids went to 5 different daycares. You want to know why? Because I didn't have time to play. If my baby was acting up in a teacher classroom, but I know they didn't have that behavior at home, let's go ahead and see if we can put you in another class, because something ain't right. If you find at home but you get to school and something is different, let me see if another teacher can pull on an area that teacher couldn't pull in. And sometimes if you have a teacher that is mild-mannered and they're more of the, a child that's very active is too much for them. So you have to make sure that sometimes you might have to sneak up and see what kind of behavior your child is doing. Ask the teacher, especially now with camera phones and all of that stuff, ask the teacher next time they display this behavior, record it for me so I can see it. I want to know how they're acting. That's the best way to get it. When I had kids that were acting up in my class, I was secretly recorded. And I would send it to my parents. This is what we did today. This is how they act. This is X, Y, Z. And then I put it back in the parents' responsibility to correct it. I did my part, because y'all will be like, my baby don't act like that. My baby don't do that. And your baby does that, ma'am. Sir, yes, yes. So you know what? Now that you have evidence, you, the parent, and the child can say, so why did you do this? Yeah. So now everybody can be on the same page, and the child isn't using the teacher against the parent. So, if you feel like maybe your child is just acting up and you don't know why, set up a meeting and talk to the child's teacher. Find out what they're doing. Find ways so everybody's on the same page. Don't go in guns blowing and ready to air it out. Find out what's going on. Please go in talking to teachers with a clear head. Please have an open mind, because your child is different when they outside that house. I'm telling y'all. Just like they act different when people around. I have parents that tell me, oh, he doesn't eat green vegetables. Yes, he does. He never eats that. Yeah, he had spinach, and we had some greens, and we had a salad. He ate a whole salad. I got a video of it. Kids do things different depending on who the person is. So make sure to find an answer for the problem. Don't just go straight in, my child is good. Find an answer for that problem. Sit down and talk to that teacher. See if the teacher can record the behavior so you can see it for yourself. Find out what's going on. Maybe you do have to move them to a different classroom, and that is okay. Don't feel like anything else if you have to do that. It is okay if you have to move your child to a different classroom to see how their behavior changes. Sometimes you have to move to a different daycare, and don't feel bad about it. Okay? So if you guys have any more questions, make sure to hit me up on AskNannyQ.com.